Hey guys, welcome back. And today I just wanted to do a flip through of my January pages within my Hobonichi Weeks and kind of talk about how I've been using this and show you guys the changes that I made for February. I did one of these at the end of December, so I thought we would just kind of keep this up since I am dubbing this my Hobonichi Weeks experiment. I'm still really loving this planner. It's been pretty much my main planner. I haven't been reaching for my pocket rings at all. Haven't been reaching for my Hobonichi cousin either, honestly, but more to come for that. But this planner is just continuing to work really well for me. It's given me the portability of pocket rings that I really like, but it gives me the longevity of a full year in one book that I had within my Hobonichi cousin. And I'm just continuing to find I can get everything in here. And I'm really enjoying taking pressure off of myself to feel like I need to take all the lists, notes, collections that I put in my pocket rings and then backdate that into my Hobonichi cousin, so I had something to put on my shelf at the end of the year. And I'm just like further convinced that I could just put this book on my shelf at the end of the year and I would have all the memories and notes and like functionally the things I'd need to look back on my year. So we'll see how that goes. I am continuing to stash more and more sterling ink stickers into my front cover here. I really like her clear matte ones and I do still PR for her, so I'll leave that link down below if you guys want to check that out. Still tracking my weight on my year at a glance, really liking that. And then this is what January's monthly looked like. It looked a lot busier because I had my Yoga with Adrienne yoga calendar written in on here as well. I do really want to keep up with my yoga challenge this year, but I'm not sure I'm going to continue to put this in here because this feels really cluttered for me. But at the time, I didn't want to create a separate spread in the back and take up another page. But I think I'll either put this directly in my weeklies maybe for February, or maybe I'll put it on the monthly. We'll see how long I procrastinate. I did really well with my yoga challenge this month and then my general habit tracker. So turning to February, this should look very familiar. I'm still doing monthly to-dos, monthly goal, and then my habit tracker, and I've got my events and appointments all in here. I use Tombow 228 and then a Zig clean color dot in platinum for my events just to do a dot. And you'll notice my tabs have changed. So these are Midori brand little page markers, and I really like them because they don't stick out when the book is closed. They are metal. They come in, I think these are labeled as orange, but they're really a copper. And then there is a silver, and I picked mine up off of Jet Pen, so I will leave those in the description box if you're curious. They're kind of finicky to get on, but I really prefer how they feel as I'm flipping through my notebook, and they don't appear to damage the pages when I take them off and move them. All right, so January's weekly spreads look very similar to December's. I am still continuing to really like this layout. I do all day events and appointments, dates specific to-dos and notes. Typically this column, I will do daily highlights, running to-do list for the week, and then like some sort of habit tracker at the bottom. I've been pulling in stickers from Caffeine and Paper Co., Sterling Ink, the Coffee Monsters Co., Happy Daya, sort of my usual go-to sticker haunts. Also some from Paper and Milk. I will leave them all listed down below, but this continues to be very functional for me. I am still ever surprised that I can handle the horizontal layout, and I find that as I'm like flipping through this, I can still find everything I need, and I am still referencing the notes pages that correspond with the week down here at the bottom, so it's easier to kind of thread in between the notebook to find exactly what I'm looking for. So moving into February, not a lot of changes. These look very similar. I do kind of pre-plan at the beginning of the month and lay things out so that I feel like I can just go ahead and put things in where they need to go as they come up throughout the month. And then you'll notice that March forward is still blank. And then any sort of forward planning for March, I just go ahead and put directly on my monthly. There's also a lot of sticky notes that you'll see kind of throughout this flip. These are from Midori as well. I picked mine up at Jet Pens. They're sized really well for the Hobonichi cousin, and they have like decent sticking power and they don't leave a residue. So far, really enjoying them. The only thing is you don't get that many for the price, but They're quite functional and I like the size of them, so I'll probably repurchase them when I run out, but I will leave that info down below for you as well. So flipping back to my notes pages, I've added a little bit more to my index and I've started my color coding. I like to color code my index because it helps me find information much quicker, but something I've recognized over the years is that I kind of feel like I have to color code everything I write, and that has actually turned out to be not super helpful in the long run. So this year I'm only trying to color code things as I go back to look for them and sort of let that key develop a little bit more organically. So I just chose my green Tombow for long-term lists. So this is something I need to go back and reference regularly and check off and update as information comes in. So things like we need to purchase from Target. I've got a Target list, my work master to-do list. I've got a pantry inventory list that I kind of keep up, gift ideas, a wish list, hikes, dates, and food ideas, that kind of thing. So if I find myself going back to update that list often enough, I'm highlighting it so that as I'm looking for that list, I know it's in green and it makes it a little bit easier for me to find. Still using all of my habit trackers and I'm really liking how they look. I don't worry about color coding in like my workouts, for example, on a daily basis. I kind of go in maybe once a week and highlight them out. For me, it's more about putting pen to paper so I can see, hey, I did work out. Nose pen's not going so well. Work hours, I did add some color coding to this as well. I'm now highlighting vacations in green and work holidays in gray because I found that they were kind of getting lost when I was looking at the spread. Still using my monthly cleaning checklists and my weekly cleaning checklists. The products tracker is working out really well, and then along with my adulting checklist. So, trying to see. Let me flip to where January begins. Okay, so this is what my daily pages are kind of looking like for the month of January. I'm still doing monthly or daily logs back here, put the date, put down my to-do list, and kind of rapid log what I need to get done. Added a few more collections, such as like a work to-do list and a Target to-do list in January. Doing a little bit more journaling as well. I started like this pantry inventory when I buy things when they're on sale, so I can kind of see what I have when I'm doing my weekly meal prep. I have been adding a lot more to these pages as well, like decoratively, kind of scrapbook style, which I'm really liking. I'm still doing character stickers, maybe like one or two on a page for something that I really enjoyed. But then I also have like, this is from a Patreon that I subscribe to. I will leave that down below, and she had done this carded and Jude like whip piece, and I printed that on clear sticker paper and put it in here because I'm currently reading the Cruel Prince series. More doodling as ever, printed off the Pokemon type charts on a sticky note so that I have reference to that because I restarted that game. No spend wish list, gift ideas list was a new thing that I added. And then I think this is my last daily logs of January before moving into February. I'm still doing all my writing using a uni Jetstream in 0.7. I will list that down below. And then all of my brush lettering I do with a Tombow Fudenosuke in the hard tip, which is a brush pen that I have come to love on the Tomoe River paper. But hopefully you guys liked seeing a quick flip through of my January pages, my Hobonichi Weeks Mega. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you've made it this long, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.